Hello and welcome. This is Jason Nadeau, Chief Digital Officer at Fidelity National Financial. And today I want to share with you what to do if you have a state where Ron is coming. If you have operations in a state where Ron is coming, what do you need to do next? Well, the first thing to think about is don't panic. Adoption has been slow in the states that have adopted Ron so far. That doesn't mean that Ron won't be coming, but it hasn't come out of the gates like a racehorse in such that you need to be in a panic or in a rush. Let's talk about the things that you can do in your state. Well, first of all, what you need to do is you need to think about what's your approach going to be. I've identified three possible approaches. The first is you want to be an early adopter. You want to be a champion. You want to be out there leading the pack on how Ron should be done in your state. The next option is to wait for market demand. Educate yourself, learn, but wait until you've got customers, until you see a need for it in your marketplace. Or the third is don't do anything. Be a curmudgeon. Stick your head in the sand and pretend that no changes are coming to your industry. I'm not going to provide you any advice today on how to be a curmudgeon. I think for those of you that are, you figured it out on your own. Let's talk about, as an early adopter, what does your readiness plan looks like? Maybe self-explanatory, but read the law and read any requirements that come with the law. Most states are having additional requirements coming from the Secretary of State that provides a lot of operational details on what you need to do. Talk to your state underwriter. Underwriting guidelines vary by state and are different with each individual state and the state law. Talk to your state underwriter. Talk to your agency representative. Find out from them what additional requirements, additional types of transactions that are going to be available for Ron. You're going to start needing to look at reviewing vendor options and ultimately select a vendor to do this technology with. At Fidelity, we have approved, from an underwriting standpoint, several vendors. Contact your agency representative. They can provide you a list in your state of those vendors whose software meet our underwriting guidelines. You should take a look and identify and evaluate opportunities in your market. Do you have parts of the process where you've got documents that need to be notarized? You have affidavits that are part of the process that would make for really good solutions in your market. Take a look at those areas and see if there's areas where you can apply the Ron technology, if not fully at closing. Identify one or two key personnel. Again, adoption is going to be slow, so it's not really necessary for you to train your entire office and train everybody on everything about remote notarization. Pick one or two key people, and those will be the folks that you get trained on the software and become experts on it for you. Prepare to spend some money. If you're going to be an early adopter, you're going to need to spend some money. The software options are not inexpensive, and so you're going to have to be prepared to arm yourself with the technology and with knowledge. These things are going to take some time and some money. And then more importantly, talk to your customers. Find out what your customers are thinking and find out what their demand looks like. I have little explanation points next to the vendor options and talking to your customers, because we're going to have little videos that share with you a bit more about each of these two areas coming up here on this site. What if you want to wait for market demand? What if you want to take a little bit more of a reactive position and say, I'm not ready to spend money right now. I'm not ready to commit all the time I need to be an early adopter, but I want to be ready. I don't want to be left behind. Well, I recommend three of these items on here. Read the law and requirements, get up to speed. Talk to your state underwriter and your agency rep and understand what those requirements are going to be. And then go out and talk to your customers. Understand from your customers, where would remote notarization fit into the process for them? Do you have specific situations, remote sellers or whatnot, that you do a lot of business on that fits? Identify those areas for market demand before you jump in fully and commit money and time and resources to it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.